What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Please, as usual, let me know if you can hear me or not. What's going on over here? There we go. Cornell, hello. Joshua from Germany, what's up? Perfect. BB, welcome. First time here. BT Anu, finally your baby daddy moved out after chasing you so many times. He might chase you and come right back. Just say it. Canal, hello from Paris. Oh, I miss Paris. What an amazing city. Megan, what's up, man? How are you guys doing? To those who are here for the first time, welcome. This is just a free live Q&A. If you have any questions for me relating to really whatever, I'm here. Ask away. Lenore, I see you over there. Hello. Camilla. You don't want him back, so don't open the door again. Come on. Macedonia, that's a new one. What's up? How are you? Is that Angie? Angie from Macedonia. That's amazing. I love it. Hello from Richmond. Frowny. BT apparently left you with his no communication, no nothing. How do you go about it? You already said you don't want him, so leave him be. Why do you need him? Ritika, hello from India. Sunshine, also from India. Netherlands. Janetta from South Africa, hello. Auntie Sweden. I love it. Lizzo, hello. Kenya, very nice. Guys, any questions? Shoot away. I'm here. Chanel, Houston, Texas. How to handle anger with colleagues. It's not the colleagues that's the problem. It's you. It's your anger. So the question is, where does the anger come from? Why is it being triggered? And how is it being triggered? And then we can go about managing it. Kimpola, hello. Keith, I inspire you, thank you. You do the same on TikTok. I appreciate you, brother. I really appreciate you. Yeah. At the end of the day, we're all just here walking each other home, right? Why not help? Why not help? Chanel, what do you do when you fall in love with someone and then you realize they're not the person you fell in love with, but you're still in love with the person you thought they were? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna answer this as, why is my nose bothering me? I'm gonna answer this as nicely as possible, because clearly what happened here is you didn't take your time, you rushed. Because if you took your time, you would have realized that it was a smoke show and they weren't the person that you thought they were. So take the lesson in that, do better next time. For now, you have to understand that the person that you love, and you said it yourself, does not exist. Figment of your imagination. So staying is not an option. You have to leave, right? Because the person that you're with now clearly isn't the one who's going to give you the same fulfillment that the person you thought they were did. Walk away, restart, refresh, find yourself. And I understand that's difficult, but again, life sucks. Next time, don't rush into it. Take your time and make sure that they are actually who they say they are. When colleagues don't understand what you want to convey, it's interesting that you say colleagues, like plural, more than one. If it's more than one person that doesn't understand you, aren't you perhaps the problem? Isn't your communication the issue here? Jenny, you need advice for how to handle a breakup. He hasn't enough feelings. I'm not sure if there's a little bit of a language gap here, but he hasn't enough feelings. Do you mean he doesn't feel the same way about you? What exactly do you mean? Give me a little bit more context there. Maggie, how am I? I will say I'm okay. There are certain aspects in which I'm doing fantastically well. Other aspects are a little bit more stressful. Overall, good, can't complain. Everything's just dandy. And I'm having decaf coffee, not regular coffee. It's late on my end and I still need to sleep, so yeah. Candy, are happy. Who's happy? Am I happy? Are you happy? Is it a question? Is it a statement? What are we talking about? Guys, please, if you're asking questions, give me a little bit of context here so I can answer you properly when I see the question. Sunshine Ticks, highly triggered and anxious postpartum. Didn't get support from your partner of 8 years and fell into deep. Okay. Have low self-esteem and anxiety. Sunshine, you have to remember that postpartum depression is it's also it is very hormonal, and for the woman's body to really go back to the state that it was in prior to the pregnancy, it takes about 2 years. So your hormones are going to be all over the place. And as much as you want to get better by yourself, it's not always that easy because of your hormones being the way that they are. I would say speak to your doctor, see if there's something that you might take to help you regulate them. And if not, make sure that you cover all your bases in terms of health. Eat well, exercise, as much as you can. I'm not sure if you gave birth naturally or if you had a C-section, but nevertheless, exercise to the degree that is possible. Sleep well. All of those three things help maintain a good hormonal balance. So that's the foundation. You have to start there. And then start doing things for yourself as much as you can. Go and have your nails done. Go for the go to the hair salon. Take care of yourself. Those things that return your energy, start focusing on them. Start practicing them more intensively, because that's the shit that's going to pull you through. Okay, you need to start filling yourself. And if you remain stuck in the hole and you don't do things for yourself, you don't take pride in yourself, you're not eating well, you're not sleeping well, it just gets worse. So start there. Lizzo, wonderful day, doing a ton of homework. Was getting some vitamin D, fantastic, I love it. Pulled the weeds out. How's my day? Hope the boys are good. Boys are great, boys are fantastic. I had probably a 4-hour session in the gym this morning. I did all of my daily steps in one go. Then I had breakfast at the gym. Then I trained weights. No, then I did physiotherapy. Then I trained weights. Then I did cardio. Home, cooked for the next couple of days. Did a lot of work, recorded some stuff, scripted some stuff, got some back-end stuff done, invoicing, etc., etc. So very, very productive day. Spent some time with the boys in the afternoon, and here we are. Hello from Iceland. Cornell, I inspire you to shine from a place that you thought was gone. I love messages like that, man. It is my pleasure, really, truly. No matter how dark it gets, there is always light. And once you understand that and you really come to terms with the fact that you are the one creating the light, no one else, you never need help again, for the most part. Guidance, sure, but not help. Cornell, you flatter me, man. I really, truly appreciate it. Truly. I'm glad you're doing better. And if you ever need help, you know where to find me, man. How to forget a guy that I love without another guy for rebound. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Well, how do you forget a guy without another guy for a rebound? So, first of all, and this is not going to be something that you want to hear, but if you feel that the easiest way for you to get over somebody is to jump in bed with someone else, in my professional opinion, you probably never loved that person. And that's simply because when you truly love someone and things don't end, you cannot see yourself with someone else, at least not for quite a while. Yeah. So if you're thinking about, being with someone else to get over the previous person, it's got nothing to do with either people. Not with the previous one or the new one. It's you. You're running. Why do you need someone to fill your time? Why do you need someone to fill your space? You're empty. What is lacking inside of you? What is lacking inside of your life that doesn't make you feel fulfilled? Start there. Start there. Fix yourself. And yeah, leave the men alone for a while. Joanne, suddenly after 5 years, he's disconnecting, and I don't know why. Yet he wants me to move in with him. What? Joanne, you're going to have to give me some more context there, because that does not make any kind of fucking sense at all. None whatsoever. Let's see. Janetta, I'm separated and I don't love my husband. We've grown apart and I've been a whole lifestyle of weight loss journey, which he says I'm obsessed. He wants to work on things, but I'm done. Janetta, I don't really see a question there. I see a statement. Are you asking if you should work on it, or are you asking, what exactly are you asking? Elizabeth, hello, I see you over there. Sunshine, my pleasure. Janetta, how long have you been separated from your husband? How long ago did you fall out of love with with him? And any kids involved? Anania Lynn, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but thank you for your advice. It is my pleasure. I appreciate you. Super mom of six. Oh dear Lord. Happy Mother's Day to you. I don't know how you do that. That's oh hell, yeah. I have two and they're a handful. 6? Different fucking ball game. Wow. Joshua, how do I heal probably the person inside of me that tells me pain means love and makes me hold on to people and women that treat me badly? You're asking the wrong question. You're looking to heal the thing that tells you love means pain. However, you need to start asking yourself, why don't you feel worthy of real love that feels healthy? Because the only reason why you would choose the love that feels like pain is because you don't feel worthy of better. Why are you not worthy? Who made you feel unworthy? Whose love did you have to work for? Whose love was painful to get when you were a child? Lizzo, yes, it is. If you truly have peace with that inside you. No one knows what's inside your heart, inside your mind. If you truly feel at peace with that, then yes, that is enough. Hey, my mom's also here. Lenore, I hope it helped. I'm not sure it was something that you wanted to hear, but yeah. Cherry, Bebek Cherry, I don't know, these handles. Is it a bad idea to let go of a man after he made numerous mistakes? Because this is the only way I get convinced he's not missed after a breakup. Wait, what? Hang on, you want to let him go just so that you can make sure that you don't miss him? Is that what you're trying to say here? Just clear that up for me. Vonava? Merci. I appreciate you. I don't understand everything, but I understand some of what you wrote, and thank you for being here. It's my pleasure, really. Joanne, if you look at my profile, there's a link in my description. On the link, you will have all of the details on how to book a session with me, etc., etc. Or you can just send me a private message and I will send you all the details. Maggie, Barack, I can see that you're a fitness freak and you are regularly gymming. What do you think is the best exercise for mental health? Any exercise is fantastic for mental health as long as it gets your heart rate really going. It doesn't matter really what it is, as long as you enjoy it. And yeah, I think also any form of resistance training, that can be, not necessarily weightlifting, but also Pilates is great, calisthenics is great. Any kind of real resistance training is fantastic because it builds muscle. Having more lean muscle keeps you leaner overall because it burns more calories. It's just a much more healthy way to live. I bodybuild. That's what I did before this, and I'm still very passionate about it. I had a terrible injury 2 years ago. It took me completely out of the gym for like 13 months. Could barely walk, couldn't train, couldn't do cardio, couldn't do anything. So a lot of rehabilitating, a lot of physiotherapy work, and now I'm back at it. I'm hoping to step on stage again next year. Janetta, it started about 2 years ago. You have one child, you've lost 40 kilos, and it's since I started to care for myself. Okay. Janetta, how old is the child? And why do you think you fell out of love with your husband? Do you think it's because the two of you didn't maintain intimacy in the relationship? And when I say intimacy, I'm not meaning sexual intimacy. I'm meaning overall closeness between the two of you. Was that not maintained, and therefore you drifted apart, and that's how you fell out of love with him? And a bigger question is, do you respect him as a man? Kitana Blade. I'm not sure that's your... I highly doubt that's your real name, but that would be sick. How can you tell a person that is hurt about their relationship that is not their fault that the other person left? How can you tell a person that is hurt about their relationship that it is not their fault that the other person left? Because maybe it's not their fault that the other person left. Maybe the other person left because they weren't happy, because they didn't want to be there. There's many reasons why someone can leave. It's not always, so to speak, that it's not always someone's fault. Not even, not anybody's fault. I'm not sure what you're asking here. Who else is over here? Let's see. Kabarallah from Pakistan, what's up? I'm sure that question had some truth. Lizzo, I love it. Peace, fantastic. Elizabeth, mom of 6. I don't know how you ladies do it. Seriously, I don't know how you do it. They say, and someone told me one time that having one is like having one, but having two is like having 6. But I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. They sure are the light. Yes, definitely. Definitely. They bring so much happiness and so much joy, and it's amazing. Marita, you're with a guy and he behaved like a boyfriend in so many ways, but he couldn't stand labels, and that made you choose to walk away. Again, it's more of a statement, not really a question, but yeah, good for you. If he's not willing to step up, then and that's very important to you, no reason for you to stay, truly. Jenny, he broke up, his feelings are not the same. Do you think real love needs more than 1 year? My head is so confused. Very... Guys, and this is to answer you, Jenny, but also for everybody listening. Sometimes we have to respect someone else's feelings, even though it hurts us, right? Because if you truly love someone, you want what's best for them, you want them to be happy. And if they come to the table and they can honestly say that, listen, I'm just not here anymore, I don't feel this anymore, and not only do I not think that I can get whatever I felt back, I don't really want to try to get it back. The only reason why you hold on to that is because you lack self-respect. Your inner child is holding on because your inner child wants to be chosen and wants to be loved. It has nothing to do with them. But you as a person, the adult version of you, needs to take over sometimes and say, listen, okay, as much as that hurts me, I still want you to be happy. So if you want to walk away and you need to move on with your life, if that's what's going to make you happy, then I'm not going to stand in your way, even though that's going to hurt me. If someone doesn't want to stay with you, if someone doesn't love you the way that you need to be loved, why would you want that person in your life? Why would you want that person to stay? That doesn't make sense. A lot of people, most people, in fact, don't know how to maintain a relationship. It's work. And because it's work, it needs to be managed like a business. And people don't do that. They do not maintain closeness. We are living two separate lives, and eventually we drift so far apart that emotionally we disconnect. And that's it. So it happens, Jenny. If he doesn't feel the same way, you have to respect that and you have to let him go. Because as much as he deserves happiness, you do too. And you're not going to find it waiting and crying over him. As much as it hurts, as much as it's difficult, you have to move on. Now, how do you move on? You start focusing on yourself. You start living in a way that you would if you were already over him. Spend time with a friend, spend time with a family, take care of yourself, be healthy. Reflect on the relationship and see where you did things wrong and how you can do things better, and learn. And move on from there. Elsa, hello, happy Mother's Day. Dennis, Barack, I followed your advice and ended a 16-year sexless, touchless relationship. At 44, now I ruminate that I'll never have another connection as deeply because we spent our formative years together. Brother, 44, you are in your fucking prime. Seize the moment, man. Take care of yourself. Stop for a minute. Stop focusing on someone else. Stop focusing on finding the other person, because you're going to find the other person. That's besides the point. You're going to find her. But you need to heal yourself here. Getting over someone and getting out of a relationship that's been that long, 16 years, that's an immense amount of time. Take the time to heal, to find yourself, to find your own worth, to look inside yourself and see which parts of you are broken. Which parts of you allowed you to stay for so long. in that unhappy environment. Heal those parts. And then when you are ready, it's all going to make sense. And you're going to find someone amazing and it's going to be good. But until you do that, every new entanglement that you get, it's going to end up shitty. So focus on yourself first. Angela, I've been broken too many times. Your head is messed up. Don't feel too good about yourself. Fear of trying again enveloped me, hurting badly. Angela, you've been broken too many times because you looked for love the wrong way. You looked for partnership the wrong way. Unless you do it the right way, you never know what you get. And if you don't know what you get, you always get hurt. I'm happy you're here, Angela, really. I'm happy that you're here. If you want me to go deeper into what I just said, feel free, let me know, and I can do so. VT Vitrimal 14, where and how do you start to work on childhood trauma, and how successful would one be at dealing with this? It depends on what your goal is. A lot of psychologists, counselors, whatever, they focus on either one of the practices. They focus either on the past or on the future. Very few connected. What I do is I use psychodynamic therapy. I look at the past and we dive into your childhood, how you were brought up, everything. And then we look at your current behavior, your current beliefs, your current character, and we connect the dots. What in your childhood caused you to act like this and this and this? What in your childhood caused you to believe these things about yourself, about the world, etc., etc.? And then we look at that and we see which of those ideas, which of those lessons, which of those beliefs are good and which are bad. And the ones that are bad, we start to implement behavioral changes in order for you to actually change those beliefs about whatever it is so that you can move forward and find happiness. How successful is it? If you do it right and you put in the time, amazing, truly amazing. I've worked with people from all over the world that come to me that are suicidal, massively anxious, all kinds of things. And through this process, we can identify those bad things and we can change the behaviors, the beliefs, and you can live a happier, healthier life. 100%. Lenore, how do you deal with a negative environment in your job? Find out really why you feel it's negative. Is it something that you can control or not? If it's not within your control, maybe just accept it and try and build a belief system that doesn't allow you to be affected in such a negative way, or change your job. Sassy, hello, how are you? After being in a toxic relationship, why does a good man feel uneasy still? Because you're not ready for a new relationship. Your nervous system is still shocked, and your nervous system still believes that having someone come close to you, someone who is a male, that is going to bring the toxicity, the bullshit that you dealt with before. So your nervous system is telling you, stay away. You haven't healed. You are not ready to allow someone else close to you. Tina, you would like to speak to me? Link is in my bio, or send me a DM and I will get you the details of making an appointment. Warden, hello. I love it. I love it. People from all over. Dennis, thank you. Gym, travel, therapy, friendships. I suppose the rest will just be time passing. Yes, once you do those things, the gym, the travel, the friendships, the therapy, make sure the therapy works. Make sure you're benefiting from the therapy. A lot of people go to a therapist and they're just there and talking and nothing is really changing. Make sure you get someone that really helps you change, really helps you cope, really helps you adapt. And yeah, just give it time. Keep focusing on yourself. Keep putting all of that energy back into yourself. Eventually, you're going to see everything makes sense, and it was worth it. Fitness Foodie Feline. Hello, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you too. How do you know if you're really healed from past relationships? Well, that's actually a very, very good question. Very good question. So, can I just say straight off the bat, we will never be fully healed. And I say that because there will probably always be something that we as people can work on. And if you truly believe in evolution and creating the best version of yourself, you also wouldn't allow yourself to be content with you just as you are. Because as we go through life, we change, we grow, etc., etc., and there always will be some things that we need to work on or want to work on. Now, to get more specifically to your questions, healed from past relationships. If you're asking when you're ready to move into a new relationship, your body will tell you. Your nervous system will tell you when you will be open to allowing someone else close to you. If you're just asking in general, how do you know if you've healed from past relationships? Only you can know. Everybody heals in their own time. That, depends on the damage that was done. It can take a long time, it can take a short time. It doesn't really matter. I think the question that you're looking for is, are you ready to step into a new relationship with the trust within yourself, not to get into something as you were in the past? Build relationships the right way so that you will not have as much to fear. And you build it with time and patience. No rushing. If you want to know more on that, let me know. Vitrimal, thank you. My pleasure. Sassy, yeah. Yeah, that gut part, that's your body telling you, give us a minute here, we're still recovering. You're rushing it. So yeah, all is well with me. Thank you very much. We're good. Nor my pleasure. God bless you too. And happy Mother's Day. How am I? I am doing well. Can't complain. Working my ass off in the gym. Getting better. Still a long way to go, but we're getting there. And yeah, enjoying it. Absolutely enjoying it. Any other questions, guys? Anything that you would like me to talk about? Anything that you would like me to give you more information on? Anything at all. There's no nervous system will let us know when we are ready for the next relationship. Last night you went to a music concert on your own, felt uncomfortable prior to going, but pleasantly was a great test. Baby steps. 100%. Baby steps. Just baby steps. Everything works out in the end. I see a lot of questions, guys, about relationships, finding the right partner. How do you know if they're the right one for you? All that kind of stuff. We have about 15 minutes left. Let me give you a little bit of insight. Hang on, what is this? 49-year-old ex cheated on me with 25-year-old married woman. Statement, not a question. Not sure what you're looking for there. Lenore, 3 healthy habits that you recommend to do every single day. Get good sleep, eat healthy, eat good, and exercise. Every single day, no matter what. Just for your overall hormonal balance and well-being, do it. No questions asked. Lizard, do you still wobble, dark days, thoughts even after so long? How do you manage? I think we all have bad days. We all have good days, bad days. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. I deal with it a lot differently though, because I don't overthink anymore, which I used to do a lot. I don't waste my energy on anything that doesn't deserve my energy. When I do not feel good, I dig. I try and find out what's the cause of why I'm not feeling good. Because usually when we're not feeling good, you wake up, you feel like shit. Something's going on inside, right? And we have to figure out what that is. Whether it's stress about work, whether it's stress about the kids or whatever it is. Something is eating at you. And if you can identify that, then you can actually fix whatever it is. And if it's something that I have no control over, I just let it go. I don't spend time on it anymore. Evia, how to start trusting people again? First, trust yourself. First, know exactly who and what you allow in your life. Anything else, don't even allow it close to you. And then you will start forming relationships based on those things, and it'll be easier to trust because the right people will find you. Lenore, that will help you grow mentally. 3 things to do daily that will help you grow mentally. So, at the end of each day, ask yourself, what made me feel like shit today? Is it something that I can, that was in my control? And whether that's a yes or no, find out why you reacted to it the way that you did, so that next time you can do better. That way you start to learn what triggers you, and you start to get better at managing it. Practice gratitude. Have a list of everything in your life that you're truly grateful for, a physical list that you wrote down, and read it every day. Because once that gratitude comes into the forefront of your mind, into the consciousness, not just into the subconscious, your life begins to be a lot more full. You see things differently, you feel differently about things, because life no longer sucks so much because I have all of these things that I can be grateful for. If you don't have that list and you don't practice this, everything is stored in the subconscious. And when you start having bad days and you start thinking, what you can be grateful for, now you have to go into your brain storage and look through all the filing cabinets to find the stuff that you can be grateful for. It needs to be here. And lastly, I wouldn't say it's a daily thing, but go to therapy. Go to fucking therapy. Even if you don't think you need to go to therapy, go to therapy. Because most likely you need therapy. To find someone that you genuinely trust, whose opinion you value, whose insight you value, who you can talk with about life, and who can give you a different perspective other than your own, invaluable, genuinely. There you go. What are your thoughts about a 49-year-old who cheated on you with a 25-year-old woman? They're both of age, and sure, there's a big age gap, but it's not like she was in high school. There are people that I know that are married with a wider age gap than that, who are very happy. So the problem is not that the woman was 25. The problem is your husband cheated on you. Maybe the reason why he went for someone that's 25 is because he doesn't feel adequate enough to find a real woman. There could be many reasons for that. But the point here is, he cheated on you. That's the problem. So I think you're looking at the wrong thing. You're looking at this age thing, and it's not a thing. So, yeah. Jenny, the question is, if there's no love after a year, do you think the love will start that late? I guess that's what you mean. If you're with someone for a year and you never loved them, why the hell are you there? You're wasting their time and your own. That doesn't make sense to me. No, the love is not going to come. You have issues. You have a lot of issues. If you stay with someone for a year without loving them, something's broken there. Not healthy. Not healthy at all. Carolina, hello. When a man asks on a first date, what are you looking for? Is it okay to say something serious without giving details? I don't want to be played anymore. The more you review, the more people play. Carolina, I have made plenty of videos about this. I'm still making videos about this. Why are you going for the interview before you have the resume? Before the person knows your job requirements? The question shouldn't be asked on the first date. What is it that you're looking for? By then, he should already be well aware of what it is that you're looking for, so that we don't even go on to the date if he doesn't want the same thing. Bottom line, you're approaching it the wrong way. You're wasting your time by even going on a date. Because again, you're looking for a life partner. this person might just want to be, maybe he just wants sex. And now we're meeting for a first date, and he doesn't know what you want, you don't know what he wants, and what are we doing here? Just not, no. No, no. Walk on the moon. Again, you're focused on this age thing, and the age thing is irrelevant. The fact is he cheated on you. That's the problem right there. He cheated on you. Now, I can't tell you that 1% of men, very, very small percent of men can come back from that and really fix the relationship. 9 times out of 10, if someone cheated, they're going to cheat again because they're not happy at home. You can do the therapy. I've helped many couples regain, fall in love again, whatever, get closer together. But we have to ask ourselves, will I ever be able to feel safe with this person again? And are we even willing to work this out? Because if we're not, we need to let it go. Monica, how to stop overthinking. I'm actually making a video about this. If you're overthinking, you create anxiety because you are creating more and more unanswered questions in your mind. The more you think, the more questions you have, the more you're unsure about things, and that uncertainty leads to anxiety, which leads to stress, which creates a whole different fucking ugly cycle. The only reason, or the only way that you can stop overthinking is by realizing that all you're doing is creating questions that you're not answering. So what do we need to do? We need to answer the questions. So as soon as you start overthinking, take a piece of paper and write down all of the questions that you have. All of the things that you're thinking about, write it down. And then look at those things and see which of those things do you actually have control over. If you have control over it, you can change it, you can fix it, you can get answers to it, whatever, do that. All the other things that you don't have control over, someone else's feelings, what they think, whatever, forget about it. It's not your problem. If you have no control over it, you cannot stress about it. It's not within your hands. Just let it go. Accept that you don't have control over it and make peace with it. What is the right way, Lenore, to answer a guy that disappeared after kind of a relationship? What do you mean by answer him? Did he ask you a question? Did he try to get back in touch? Do you just want to send him a message? What's going on here? Maggie, I make things easy. Yeah, look, my job is, I pride myself in simplification. I make things simple because if people don't understand it, what's the fucking point of explaining it, right? I try to make it as simple as possible for everybody to get it so that it's easy to implement the changes. Ma? What's going on? Faith, how do you tell your ex that I truly want his friendship and he will believe me? Faith, why do you want his friendship? And what does he want from you? Does he also want to be friends? Or does he want nothing to do with you? Yeah, the age gap really, I mean, again, she's not underaged or anything. There's no issue there. It doesn't matter. He cheated, period. That's the problem. The age gap has something to do with him, but that's a whole different conversation. Your problem is that he cheated on you, and you need to fix that. Well, not fix it, but deal with the issue at least. 6 months in, exclusive, court feelings, think you love him. You do not commit emotionally until you know it's safe to do so. You're already saying that there are challenges. How great are those challenges? Are those challenges things that we can overcome? Have we had the discussion of, are we willing to commit to each other? You say that you're exclusive. That's one thing. But committing to each other as life partners, that's an entirely different thing. Can we do life together? Are our lives compatible? Are both of us full enough to not come into this relationship from a place of need? Do we step into this relationship from a place of, this relationship makes my life better? If we're 100% on all of those things, and we can agree that we commit to each other, then and only then do we get feelings involved, not before. Carolina, it's my pleasure. Start asking for resumes before we go to interviews. Chris Mara, you are struggling with betrayal trauma and you're finding it hard to overcome. Can you give me some context? The live's going to end in a minute, guys. Chris Mara, you're welcome to send me a DM and I would be happy to answer your question. Lenore, how do you manage the fear of talking in front of public? You do it over and over again until the fear is eliminated. How do you think I overcame this? You think it was easy for me to talk to the camera and talk to a bunch of people all the time, make videos like this? No, but I had to do it over and over and over again until it just wasn't a thing anymore. Now I couldn't give a shit. Gokulzilla, I think you're in a kind of a on and off situationship with your ex. Is it too bad? If things didn't work out, it didn't work out for a reason. If we cannot work, fucking end it. Stop wasting your time. It is not you. It is the inner child in you holding on to whatever bullshit fantasy it has created. Not relevant. Lenore, if he will send a message, how is the right way to answer him? The door should be closed. Have some self-respect. He disappeared. He showed you, I don't give a fuck about you. Okay, I don't need you in my life. You have now lost access to me completely. So therefore, I am blocking you absolutely everywhere because you cannot disturb my peace any longer. Period. He shouldn't have access to you, sweetheart. Not at all. Guys, I'm out. I'm off. If you have any further questions, please send me a DM for all one-on-one sessions. Link is in my bio. Have a look. Book it there. What else? Yeah, that's me. Lizzo, thank you as always, Barack. It may be Mother's Day, but happy Parenting Day to you all say. Doing my best. That's all we can do, right? That is all we can do. Doing our best. Guys, I'm out. Please, if I missed your question, if I didn't get to your question, send it to me in a DM. I see there's a lot of things. I see Maggie, Carolina. I see a lot of people asking stuff here. Please send me the DMs, guys. I'll answer you there. Antonia, 92, hello, I see you over there. Guys, that's it for me. Where am I from? Natalie, originally I'm from South Africa. Guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Again, if you want to make appointments, Link is in my bio. If you're struggling to know how to get into a relationship, how to meet the right person, and how to build the right relationship from scratch, buy my book. Again, link in bio. Everything is explained there. And that's it. Vonava, DM in French. Sure, I can use Google Translate. Whatever I don't understand, I'll just use Translate. That's not a problem. I will just respond in English and you can do the same. Guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Have a fantastic fucking week. Kill the week. Take care of yourselves. Eat. Drink some water. Please, your body will just be thankful. Okay? Exercise. Sleep well. And that's it from me. I love you. I appreciate you. Take care. Cheers. Again, the live will be in my reels. If you want to rewatch it, if you missed something, it'll be there. Guys, take care. Bye-bye.